Hello, everybody. So this is my fourth video on predicting the Oscars, and it's going to be tough to do this because I'm currently hard at work in pre-production of Captain Spirit. But clearly, people want me to do this, as evidenced by a lot of the comments that I received, like this one. Yes, he's back. Do your thing, bro. And also this one. I liked the beginning where you tried to sing, which not sure how I feel about your use of the word tried there, but whatever, I guess that's a compliment. Anyway, the award I'm going to be covering today is Best Makeup. Best Makeup and Hairstyling, to be more precise. And, man, I miss the days when you used to have, like, really incredible makeup effects, or, like, the way I see it, Best Makeup should be awarding big, elaborate transformations that do all these complicated special effects things. And we so rarely see movies that do complex special effects transformations with makeup, as opposed to a lot of movies will just do CGI. And I think that's not fair. I think there needs to be more of a balance. There need to be, so here are three movies that did do makeup, but before I talk about those, I do feel that there may have been a few snubs in this category. I feel Black Panther probably should have gotten on, and I feel one movie that definitely should have been in the conversation was Suspiria. That one, like, came this close to getting nominated, and I have not seen the movie, but judging from just the featurette alone, the makeup work in this film was truly extraordinary, and it's what the category was meant to reward, so it's a shame that they didn't nominate it. Anyway, on to the actual category. Third most likely to win is Border. Now, I'm gonna confess, I don't know anything about this movie, and chances are neither do you. But, so I looked up a little bit, and from what I can tell from the trailer, it's sort of a romance thriller about a facially deformed woman who falls in love with a man with a similar deformity and then discovers that they're connected in some strange, mysterious way that you have to see the movie to find out. And it's a foreign language film, and I guess once you have a basic understanding of what the movie is, then you kind of get why the nomination happened. You kind of saw this last year with A Man Called Ove. Sometimes there's a weird foreign language or obscure nominee that shows up, and people in the makeup branch who otherwise wouldn't have heard of the movie will go, "What's that one? Oh, yeah, that's pretty impressive makeup." And it's funny because of the three, this is the closest to what I was talking about in the beginning. This is special effects makeup used to transform. And it's, judging from the stills in the trailer, it's effective. But a lot of people, remember, the whole Academy votes on the winners. And a lot of people just flat out don't know what this movie is. Maybe if it had gotten nominated for Best Foreign Language Film, then more people would have seen it, and more people would know what it's about and all that. But a lot of people right away are going to be like, "Border, what's that?" and not bother to look it up. If people bother to look it up, then it has a chance. But I don't really think it has much of a chance because it's so obscure and so unknown. Okay, second most likely to win is Mary Queen of Scots. Okay, so this is, a bit surprised that this one got on over something like Suspiria, but it's interesting. So this is more of they're showing off the hairstyling in this movie more than anything else. The category is now called Best Makeup and Hairstyling, and of the three nominees, this is the one that showcases hairstyling the most. There's a lot of period makeup, and a lot of royalty makeup, and a lot of wigs and fancy stuff like that. So it does make a certain amount of sense that this is nominated. I don't know if it has a serious chance of winning, because I don't know how popular the movie is outside of tech categories. I feel that if the movie had been a bigger contender overall, like Best Picture, or Saoirse Ronan or Margot Robbie, if they had gotten nominated, then we could really see this as a winner. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering a lot today. But I don't know. I feel that the movie's already nominated in costume design and production design, and maybe it feels like that kind of movie that gets the tech nominations because it's about British royalty, and then I just don't know if this can go the distance. How many people have seen this movie? I haven't. Uh, I should. It's really weird for me to be covering the Oscars this year because so many of the movies I haven't seen. But I don't know. I just can't see this winning because, in terms of makeup, I think it's the weakest, and a lot of people are still going to consider this a makeup category, even though hairstyling is included. And so hairstyling is what got the nomination, but I don't think the makeup is strong enough to win. Because my number one predicted winner, the number one film that's most likely to win, is Vice. And the reason I have Vice at number one is simply because, more than anything else, it's a Best Picture nominee, and those movies do well. It's a movie that, of the three, I guarantee most Academy members have seen this movie more than Mary Queen of Scots or Border. And a lot of it is just the transformation. Because they turned Christian Bale, who looks nothing like Dick Cheney, into somebody who looks a lot like Dick Cheney. And that's not to count the work done on Amy Adams and on Steve Carell and all the other actors in the movie. And it's interesting if you look at the three nominees because we kind of see a perfect representation of the kind of films that they like to award. Border is the special effects makeup. Mary Queen of Scots is the more hair-oriented with wigs and period stuff. And then Vice is more about aging. Or more often than not, it's about the physical transformation. Remember last year, this award went to Darkest Hour, which was very similar to Vice, I feel, because it was all about the physical transformation of the lead character. Gary Oldman in real life looks nothing like Winston Churchill, and the fact that the makeup team was able to transform him so convincingly was worth pointing out. And the fact that every time Gary Oldman picked up a Best Actor award in the festival circuit with the Globes and SAG and stuff, he always shouted out the makeup team. And it's like, don't forget the amazing makeup designers that brought this to life. And that paid off because it won the Oscar for makeup. Now, Christian Bale hasn't really been doing this as much. And to a certain extent, I get it because he did actually gain the weight for this role. So there was less makeup. It was less of a makeup transformation than you might initially think. But there still is definitely makeup there, particularly on the aging work done for Amy Adams and for a lot of the other characters who initially have to appear very young and grow to be very old, because that's how aging works, yada yada. I think Vice benefits because it's the most widely seen of the nominees and because of the transformation and because, Christian Bale looks something like Dick Cheney, even though a lot of that transformation was done by Bale himself. I think you could certainly make the argument of the three that it's the least deserving, which is a shame, but I feel it's just the most widely seen, and there's a lot of really tough categories this year, and this is one of the categories that I'm not fretting about a lot. I feel that... Sorry, I'm yawning. I feel that if Black Panther were nominated, or if Suspiria were nominated, then it would be a different story. But Vice is the Best Picture nominee. Vice is the movie that most people are going to be the most familiar with. People will look at the ballot and they'll be like, Border, don't know what that is. Mary Queen of Scots, oh yeah, that movie with Margot Robbie and Saoirse Ronan, though they were queens. And oh look, Christian Bale is Dick Cheney. That makeup transformation, gotta give it to that one. When people see the ballot, they're gonna think of Vice, and they're gonna want to reward Vice. And it's not impossible that Mary Queen of Scots or Border could win, but at the moment I think it's most likely that Vice pulls off the win. So that is my prediction. Tune in tomorrow, and I don't know what I'm going to be talking about, but it's going to be Oscar related. So see you next time. Bye.